awesome. So it's on Netflix, so if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's worth seeing. But I just want to do something like that, because even with Adult Swim, there's things you can't do, like nudity or extreme violence. And I was like, I don't know, I mean, well, how come in 1980 you had more freedom than you have in 2014? Seriously, that is a real question. That's a real question. It's like, it's kind of insane to me when I see 80s movies and I'm like, it's not that, oh, they got away with shit, it's like that they were able to do cooler things. And now we like live in a baby society, like a weird baby, like a baby, like getting hit. No, you can't do that. It really angers me, and I want to fight them, those people. So any chance I get, I'm gonna make some fucked up shit, just because I get angry. So anyway, that's what that is. We're still kind of currently pitching it around. I'm not showing it here, unfortunately, but I have some of the DVDs at my booth. You guys can check out, meaning you can purchase them. And what else? So now I'm doing this Superman thing. It's based on Tim Burton's Superman Lives. It was a movie that was going to get made in 1998. They were working on it in 96, 97, and 98. Nicolas Cage was going to be Superman. I know a lot of people think that's crazy. I think it's an awesome idea, because you got to look at it like this. This is before there was pictures of Nicolas Cage as a cat. This is before there was like shots of him running around in a teddy bear outfit punching women. This was like 1997 when he was in Con Air, he was in The Rock, he was a famous actor for playing in Raising Arizona, he was in Wild at Heart. He was like the shit, okay? Then he became an action hero, and everybody, lots and lots of people, thought he was awesome. So you guys live like, this is like 15 years later, you have to remember that. So if you put yourself, you said what? You don't like his voice, you're in the minority. But that's okay, everyone has an opinion. Anyway, he won an Oscar in 1999, so this after, the year after Superman fell apart. So he still had an incredible career at that point. You know, right now he's been, whatever, he's been doing a lot of weird films, he's got financial problems, so whatever. But back then, I think he would have been a great choice, and I know stuff that you don't. So I've seen all these pictures of Superman, all the costumes that he was, all the costume tests, and they actually look pretty cool. If you look at 1993 to 99, Superman died, he fought Doomsday, he came back with long hair. So Superman in the comic books had long hair. So a lot of you guys saw those pictures of him with the long hair. That shit is real, by the way, that's not Photoshop, because I saw the actual footage of the costume tests. And they're like, they put a wig on him, they're just cutting it. It's like just all that shit that you saw, that you might have seen, I don't know if you saw it online, it's a preliminary, like a year and a half before they're even shooting anything, they're just trying out different outfits. So it's like, not only that outfit, they had like 4 different outfits. This is from an Academy Award winning costume designer. She's making like some really cool costumes. So I recently went to Tim Burton's warehouse and like took photos of all this behind the scenes stuff. Really cool stuff that they were doing. Interviewed Tim Burton, went to England, talked to him, talked to Kevin Smith, talked to Lorenzo di Bonaventura like 2 weeks ago. So it's been this thing, like when I ran the Kickstarter, I thought, man, I could do it in like probably like 8 weeks or something, or not 8 weeks, 8 months. It won't take me that long. And then about 7 months in, I was like, damn, I'd gotten contact with Kevin Smith, but he's like super busy.
No, he left.
What's that? Oh, there's a guy on the phone. He doesn't understand that we're talking. We can hear you.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you're a rude asshole, that's all, right? You're a rude fucking prick. No, that's cool. All right. But I have a mic, so I'm louder than you. So that's always good. I just wanted to keep talking. Yep, I'm still on my phone. I'm going. Just kidding. I'll see you later. I like your t-shirt. We live in a weird society now where people just don't even have any respect. They're just like, yeah, I'm on the phone right now. I'm in movie theaters. You'll see people with their phones on while the thing is on, texting people. It's a fucking weird world that we live in. It's gonna just get weirder. I hope you guys know it's not gonna get better.
Oh, shit.
It's gonna get worse. Our schools, everyone's dumb. No one knows how to write. We were just talking about no one can actually write cursively anymore. Now when the PayPal thing says sign something, I just write an X. Because I'm like, fuck, I didn't go to school to learn how to fucking write with my index finger. Fuck you. I'm serious. Our entire society is making everyone dumber. It's like, watch Mike Judge's Idiocracy, and you'll see what's coming up in 2 years. Not like 1,000 years. Sad. So that's why Adult Swim is good, because everything on there is stupid. But at least they know it. They're like, just make it for stoners and people who don't care. Everything's fucked. So, right on, glad you came back. So anyway, that's the kind of society we're in right now. And so I kind of, when I was, I watched Superman Returns, Bryan Singer's boring movie. And I'm so happy with X-Men, Days of Future Past. If you guys haven't seen it, that is such an amazing film. I've seen it twice, I'm gonna see it a third time. I could not believe how awesome it is. A, because Bryan Singer did it. Because, come on, Jack the Giant Slayer, did anybody see that? Trash, garbage, horrible film. Not as bad as The Amazing Spider-Man 2, but complete garbage, horrible film. So when I heard it, and also he made that Monsters TV show, garbage. So I was like, and Superman 2, Superman Returns, I fell asleep in the theater twice. It was so boring. Like, you've heard Kevin Smith call Superman lifts things. I agree, I was like, all he does is like fucking float around and lift things and mope. Anyway, really boring film. So I was like, oh man, he's coming back to X-Men. Give it back to Matthew Vaughn. Like, I like First Class. So I saw some trailers, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna get sucked into the trailer bullshit, you know, because you can cut a trailer for anything and make it look awesome. And saw the movie, blown away. Totally have to give it back to Bryan Singer. He made an incredible film. The tone was perfect. It's an amazing movie. It's not just an amazing superhero movie, it's just an amazing film. It's based on characters first and then action. It's just everything that everybody always talks about, he actually did. So if you didn't see it yet, rush the fuck out tonight and see that movie at whatever theater you can see it at Sacramento. It's completely amazing.
But it renders all the other movies completely pointless.
No. The first...
It changes the future.
Yeah, but that's good. Did you like X-Men Last Stand? Garbage. Did you like Wolverine's origin with a weird computer graphic Xavier? Come with me, strange children of non-whatever. Like, that was stupid. There was a young Emma Frost. All those movies are fucking garbage. I'm using the word garbage. It lessens it. Spider-Man's garbage. Those movies just are not good. How about that? So I think what it does, it retcons them in a smart way. It shows you that they happened, or at least elements of them, like from X-Men Last Stand or X-Men Wolverine. Those things happen. But then, like, I don't want to talk about too much of it because if you haven't seen it yet, it's major spoilers. So just go see it. It's worth it. But why was I talking about X-Men? Oh yeah, Bryan Singer did Superman Returns, boring and sleep-inducing. So I saw that movie and I was like, oh man. And then there was like some footage of that light up outfit, the rainbow suit or whatever, from the Superman Lives was online. I was like, what the fuck is that, right? So, you know, I was intrigued. And so I was like, man, for a while, for a few years, like from 2001 on to like 2006, Kevin Smith did his talk about, you know, John Peters, get Sean Penn, he's an animal, this and that. That's online too. You could listen to Kevin Smith do this rant about his script from Superman Lives, which is one of the better versions of the scripts that were made. And so I just started collecting artwork just on my folders on my PowerBook and my work. So I just started collecting all these images, any image I could find. So right around then, like it was like 2007 or something like that, I started doing searches, and there was like a Tim Burton JP website that had a ton of weird images that I hadn't seen. So I just was like, just interested in this weirder version, this more cosmic and Tim Burton-y version of Superman. And then I met Steve Johnson, the guy who made that rainbow suit. I met him at this Diane Word music video screening. Like, they were there in person talking about their videos. And that dude was sitting next to me, and some other dude was like, you're the dude who makes Metalocalypse. Meet the guy who made Slimer. So we met each other, and then he's like, that guy looks familiar. He went to the bathroom, so I Googled him, and he was like, oh shit, he made that Superman suit. So then he came back, and he was all cool at first, because I was, oh, you're the guy who makes Death Clock, blah, blah, blah. And then I fucking nerded out. I was like, hey man, did you make those Superman Live suits? And his face got all ashen white, he was embarrassed. He was like, yeah, I did. He didn't want to talk about it. It's super uncool to talk about all this cool shit. Like, you created Slimer, and you worked on this. And he didn't want to talk about Superman. He was with this cool hot chick with blue hair. You know what I mean? It was like instantly, but she was like instantly into Metalocalypse, so he kind of had to pretend that he wasn't that embarrassed about it. But I thought it was cool. I was like, I wanted to know more about it. So a couple of that night, I went across the street, hanging out with some friends, and mentioned, yeah, I met the dude who made that weird suit. And they were like, dude, I had just done the Grim Fairy Tales thing. They were like, you should make that documentary. And I was like, I don't make documentaries. And someone else was like, you should do it on Kickstarter. So I was like, nah. And then that wouldn't leave my head for like 2 months. Like I was gonna do this other thing and I was like, I should do a documentary. No one else is gonna do it, you know? And I'm interested in it. How hard would it be to make a documentary, you know? And it's fucking hard. Let me just tell you that. I was fucking stupid. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And so I raised the money for it. Anybody here contribute to it? For the Kickstarter? Well, thanks a lot. You guys will have a second chance. I'm gonna run an Indiegogo finishing funds because I'm in post right now. I've got like 7 interviews left. I'm out of money, but whatever. I got to go to England. I interviewed Tim Burton. I interviewed Kevin Smith. Got almost everybody. Now it's just like certain scenes I want to do. I might need some more dough. And I'm not rich. Surprise. Hey guys, what's up? I don't have a wealthy family, and you know, doing TV shows you get paid pretty well, but you also spend that money. You're like, I'll just buy this painting. You're like, why did I buy that $2,000 painting? So you end up. That's just how anybody knows who's been working. The more money you make, the more money you spend. And then you get into a thing where it's like, I kept going back and man, when I was like 21, I had my own fucking place in Chicago for $150 a month. Rent, right? Come on, that's awesome. Who's paying $150 here? That's not possible now. I was thinking I'd go to George's and get a burger and fries for $1. Then I would go to this coffee house, bottomless coffee. I knew all the people who worked there, so I just get coffee all day, write crazy shit. Then I go to like 6 different bars in Chicago. I knew all the bartenders, free drinks, get hammered, see shows for free, wake up and do the same fucking shit every day. I could live, and I used to smoke back then, so it was like my living costs were $5 a day. Living like a fucking king. Now it's like I walk out the door, $20. I'm like, what happened? What's fucking $20? What's happening? 40. What's happening? Just trying to get done with the day without spending $60. Whatever. So anyway, I'm doing the Superman thing, and the last couple months I've been pitching a bunch of new shows. You know, I don't know if anybody here wanted to make television shows or movies or anything like that. Yeah. All right. Good. Like you got to make a pitch book, like a lookbook is what they call it, along with a synopsis and. You gotta go in and pitch people who don't give a fuck about you. They're like, dude, you're like the 8th person I saw today who wants me to hire them, and that's my job is acquisitions. So I see like